Shrugs is back and reloaded, all in your mouth, yeah, now deep-throated. This is for the streets, the real, the railroaded, the disenfranchised, the truth, the scapegoated.
And they know it, we speak the truth, so they quote it, cause we wrote it. The north, south, the east coast is GB knocked, we keeping your head bobbing. It ain't no stopping,
And once the beat drops in, violence, the system is so corrupt, they throw the rock out their hands and then blame it on us. GB, don't get it twisted, on code and we ain't dancing for no buttermilk biscuits.
It's Willie D, y'all. Scarface in the building. Collectively, we are the Geto Boys.
Reloaded.
Reloaded with another episode of information and instructions to help you navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world. Our guest today, Mark Norman. Man, this guy right here. You know, you talk a lot of shit, man.
Too much shit.
Yeah. Hey, we're all going to die one day. Might as well say
cash
crazy shit.
Until I talk cash. Say it. I talk cash shit.
Uh-huh.
I talk cash shit.
I don't take cash, Venmo only. But whatever you got. I'm just happy to be here. I can't believe you emailed. I'm the first honky in the studio.
Oh, God.
By the way, which is an honor. I'm the Jackie Robinson of this group, Geto Boys.
Man, you know, you do not hesitate to talk about race.
I am
You talk about race
done.
like black comics talk about race. A lot of times white comics, they hesitate to talk about race.
Yeah.
Even when the joke is funny. You know,
Whitey's
you're like,
nervous. A lot of guilt. I grew up in a black neighborhood. I went to public school. I don't know. I talk about gay, black, Jew,
Oh, my
women.
God.
It's all fun. Why? I think the more we tiptoe around it, the weirder it gets. I think you just got to treat everybody equally and be real.
Right.
I love it. I
All
fucking love it, bro.
That's that New Orleans spirit.
That is some New Orleans shit. Buddy
Yeah.
moved to New York, though.
Yeah.
I had
I was like,
to.
how did you get New York out of New Orleans? He said he went up there to get
Comedy.
Yeah, because there's no comedy scene, no real comedy scene in New Orleans.
Yeah.
New Orleans is funny as fuck. They got some funny
Yeah, but
motherfuckers.
we're
in
talking
there.
about if you want to break out,
Right.
You gotta get out.
Exposure, clubs, industry.
you got to move if you want to break out.
So you was in New York talking about Jewish people?
Oh, yeah.
Oh fuck.
There's a lot of them there. You gotta keep them in line.
I really.
They control the weather already. Come on.
What the fuck?
Might as
man?
well have a good time with them. They're doing great. And I'm uncircumcised, so
Oh,
I
man.
fit right in.
This is fucking terrible.
Oh, we just started. Jeez Louise.
Oh, man.
Jeez.
This guy. Say, man, I believe there is a huge push for people to make New Orleans the cuisine capital of the world.
Yes,
Can
here,
you
here.
cook?
I can't cook, but my mom is a big fat cook, and she makes a hell of a gumbo, jambalaya,
No shit.
you name it. And you can't get it in New York. New York can get Ethiopian food, which I didn't even know they had food in Ethiopia. But you can
fucking
get
leaving, bro.
Ethiopian, you can get whatever you want. You can't get Creole. It's crazy.
This guy.
What the fuck?
Sorry, little semen there in the throat. But yeah. I mean, it's weird. It's weird. I miss the food so much. I got to go back home to New Orleans just to get a nice, good Cajun meal.
You mentioned semen in the throat. You tell a lot of gay jokes, man.
Oh, yeah.
Do you ever get gay guys approach you?
Oh, my
and
God.
I've heard you say that you're not gay, but
No.
you tell a lot of gay jokes. I mean, do gay guys come up to you and like, hey, what's up, baby?
My DMs are bananas. I'll do this to you if you ever cross over to our side. I'll drain your balls and whatever you want. And here's my dick. And I'm like, I feel like a hot lady.
So wait, they sent you dick pics on DM?
Oh yeah,
Oh my god,
I know. It's pretty hot.
that is not hot, bro.
I'm joking. It's horrifying. You get what women go through. You're like, damn, these men are aggressive.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Oh man, when did you first feel comfortable in your skin telling these sort of jokes?
Oh, I'm still uncomfortable. I have anxiety. I was a bedwetter. I'm always uncomfortable. That's where the jokes come from.
Right.
Uncomfortableness fuels comedy, I think.
Mhm.
Like, growing up in my neighborhood, you had to be funny or it was over.
Damn.
So it all comes with, and my parents are weird and, mental shit. So yeah.
Bro, you funny than a motherfucker, bro.
Come on. Thank you.
And then you don't, you're not
seemed
scared
like
of it. You don't give a fuck.
Well, we're all going to die one day, We're on this little speck of dirt for maybe 90 years, you might as well live it up.
You ever had somebody try to fight you?
Oh my God, I've been beat up many times. I got beat up on the way here at the fucking taco joint. But no, yeah.
I'm talking about for your jokes, man.
Yeah, of course.
Have you ever had somebody rush you and be like, "What's that, man? What you said just now, man? I ain't like that, man."
Oh, for sure. I've taken a few beatings.
They beat you up in the taco truck?
Not there. It was a Mexican guy. He was
I don't
little.
know, man. You seem like you talk your way out of getting beat up.
Yeah.
Make a motherfucker laugh.
You had to do it. I mean, in public, you remember public school? It was vicious.
Now, what kind of public school did you go to in New Orleans? Was there a lot of blacks?
Yeah. A lot of my neighborhood was
it
predominantly black. I grew up in Tremé, which is right outside of the French Quarter.
So you literally have alligator skin.
Yes.
Growing up, in New Orleans, around a bunch of black people.
Yeah, and this is 90s. You know, this is like, hey, I'm gonna take your bike, and hey, we were the white family in the neighborhood, so everybody thought we were loaded. But we were broke too. We were just white. So people would break in and go, "What the fuck is this shit? There's nothing here. You got nothing here."
Oh, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. So I walked in on a few robberies. There was some gunpoint stuff. I'd walk in. I'd apologize to them. I'm like, "I'm sorry. We got a big fat old TV. You know, this guy's gonna kill himself here. You all right? I'm worried about you there." But yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So when somebody would break in your house and take your stuff or try to take your stuff, you ever go get it back?
No. I mean, I was young. I was like 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. And eventually 2 guys broke in with guns and tied everybody up. And so we moved after that.
No shit.
But it got pretty hairy. But we didn't have any good shit. So they'd take an old TV or a shitty VCR. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then they'd like dig through all your shit looking for drugs, you know. But, it was fun. It was a wild time.
That was not fun.
It wasn't fun, but I was a bedwetter. I think it was because I was dealing with trauma.
Damn.
So you grew up, and you went to a predominantly white school. You grew up in
predominantly black school.
I mean, predominantly black school.
Yeah,
right,
it was.
Right.
You got a black girlfriend?
Okay. So
I've had a few, and they're very intimidating.
Yeah.
I don't want to say girlfriend, but we just, a little roll in the hay.
Right.
And, of course, you're terrified about the I've seen porn. I want to measure up.
Oh, man, this is so fucking bad.
So what's it like now? Like, what's dating like for you now?
Now I got a nice lady. We're engaged. We live in New York together. Trying to grow up. I'm in my late 30s here. So
what's her ethnicity?
She's a crazy Irish whore. I mean, just a real ball-busting, brassy lady, huge boobs.
From New York?
Boston.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh, yeah. Those chicks are tough.
Real tough.
Great gal, likes comedy, funny, good times.
Yeah.
She gets it. She's cool.
How does she feel when you call her these type of names?
Oh, she knows I'm still. Well, first of all, in the bedroom, nothing gets her going more than me calling her a fat skank or whatever.
On, Mark. God
she loves it. She loves the insults, the choking, you name it. Hey, I'm in love.
Hey, bro, it's like, be careful.
I know.
I've seen motherfuckers choke and kill a motherfucker.
That's true. You got to have a safe word.
You got to have a quick safe word.
Yeah, exactly. Ours is Obama. So.
Now, why'd you pick Obama?
Well, it's fun. Anytime you see Obama, something good is happening. I feel like Obama's a nice guy. He started a podcast.
He did?
Yeah.
No shit.
That's where we're at in life.
Damn.
You got to get him on here.
We can hear that ring, that bag, right?
You ain't got no earphone on. No fucking way you can hear this. There's no way you can hear this, Willie. Willie.
This guy is incorrigible, man.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm hungry.
He lives life. He does what he wants.
And you didn't bring pizza.
Oh, yeah. I heard there was
you won't let
pizza.
me borrow one of your T-shirts, but go ahead.
You sure you want this fluorescent electric yellow? This thing hurt my eyes. Man, you're like a crossing guard over here.
Mark.
Yes,
what is the difference between the glaring difference between living in New York and New Orleans?
Well, I think New York, it's insanely expensive. It's huge. It's not as scary as New Orleans because New York, we talked about this, there's people everywhere. So you can always feel safe. Even if something goes down, somebody will see it. Maybe they'll record it. Maybe they'll tell a cop. But in New Orleans, it was lawless. You can drink outside. I'd get into a cab when I was a kid. The cab driver had a beer between his legs. Like, where are you going? Everything is loosey-goosey in New Orleans. And I grew up with that. Then you get to New York, and it's a little more rigid.
Mhm.
So,
More rigid.
yeah, and you got no space. You're living in a shoebox. You're paying out the ass on rent. But it's still the best city in the world. I mean, every culture is there. Just the city's electric. Everybody moves there. We got comedy. We got music. We got Broadway. Puerto Ricans. It's great.
But it's kind of dangerous in New York these days.
Now it is, yeah.
I mean, like, I've been covering stories about New York, and, like, we're talking, like, people trying to kidnap people and raping people
What the hell?
Yeah.
in broad daylight in the middle of the street on the sidewalk.
Totally.
hell?
Yeah,
Totally.
This is happening.
We got a subway slasher is back now. There's a guy just cutting people up in the subway.
Get the fuck out of here.
Everyone's on edge. COVID fucked everything up because all the rich people left because they were scared, and
Where'd they go?
they went to Connecticut and all that shit. But then the crazy people said, hey, there's nobody on the street for a year. Now we run the streets. And so now we're coming back, and they're here. So it's a clash of the rich honky and then the fucking scary homeless. And they're like, hey, this is our city now. And we're like, well, we got to go to work, you psycho. So then just snip the old foreskin.
Man, do you worry about cancel culture catching up to you?
All the time. But, you know, you can't live like that. You just got to be you, I guess. Can't hide it. And I'm a good human. I have good intentions. So I hope that rings through. You know, I hope people can see that I'm just fucking around. It's all just words.
So is that your defense
People can see I'm just fucking around. It's all just words.
Thank you.
when they come
I
out?
love it.
When they come after you, and
Yes.
they will at some point. And this is not me wishing bad on you.
All right.
Hopefully they never will.
Hopefully.
But man,
got your fucking
if they
back, though.
did,
Thank
They
you.
better not fuck with you.
if they did,
Yeah.
No problem.
how do you stand up to it? What do you do?
I think you just ignore, or you go, blow me. What are you gonna do? Like, I think if you start apologizing and giving in, then they're like, we got one.
Yeah.
Let's keep the claws
Bam.
in him. So I
You
think you
got
just
it.
look at Charles Barkley. That guy
Yeah.
says crazy shit. He's like, hey, bring it on. You got a problem with me? Let's go. So I think that's
Yeah,
the
but
move.
he's not like a great example because he
goddamn.
says what he says within the confines of what the executives at the TNT
ESPN.
tells him,
Right.
allows him to do. You know, because he's notorious for throwing black people under the bus, but he never calls out, police
True.
officers and
True. Good point.
and other stuff like that. So that guy there,
Oh, so he's not. You guys aren't a fan.
I am not.
Interesting.
I love Charles
like,
Barkley.
but I like champions.
Yeah.
personally.
You sound like Donald Trump.
Nicely done.
I do.
You like winners. We don't like
Yeah.
people that's been captured.
Well, it's not just about that. I like people with winning character. It's more about character.
I get it.
Yeah. So
So
I hear ya.
what's so
Let it
okay,
out.
go ahead.
We're all friends here. You can say it.
So Charles Barkley is not a champion. He's not a winner.
no, he's not.
Okay.
He's not.
That's what I wanna know.
He's not a winner on in terms of winning like the titles, and he's not a winner in the character department as far as a human being. Because let me
See what
tell
I deal with?
let me tell you something, bro. Like, if you really want to understand a person, like if you really want to understand someone,
Check
like
out his win-loss record.
with all of this stuff that we go through in this country, right? You have to look at like when you start talking about people that mean their own people no good. All you got to do is look at it. If your criticism of your community outweigh your contribution, there you go.
I hear you.
That's him.
What?
Nah, I'm just fucking with you.
Nah.
I see what you're saying, though. I get you. I
I
get you.
got you, baby.
I want to read something, a
Uh-oh.
couple of tweets that I saw.
Oh, hey, lay it on me.
On your Twitter, right?
I try to keep it jokey. I try to keep it funny on Twitter.
Oh God.
You said, I'm glad it's the Delta variant because if it was the Spirit variant, it'd be an additional fee for the vaccine. You wasn't worried, you wasn't concerned about saying that. You just said it. I like.
Well, I mean no ill will towards anyone. Just a joke. A joke about airlines. Delta variant. And we've all flown Spirit. They rape you on the baggage and on the water and the pretzels. So the joke is, hey, if it was a Spirit variant, you'd have to pay for some shit.
And that's what makes it so funny because Spirit tax they nickel and dime the hell out you, bro.
I wouldn't fly Spirit.
Man, they gonna pay you for it.
Don't do it.
At some point, Spirit is going to start charging for oxygen. They're like, hey, if you want to breathe while you're on the plane.
Exactly.
You flew Spirit before-wheeler?
No,
don't ever do it.
But I
don't
understand
fly
the
that
fees.
shit.
Yeah, I don't
fly
understand.
Spirit.
Yeah.
They reel you in because you're looking online. You're like, damn, this ticket's $28 to go to fucking Denver. Hey, that's pretty good. And then before you know it, you want a seat, you want a bag, you want a water, you want an overhead. You're gonna just pay $50 for that. Now you're up to $450. It's like a girl goes, hey, I'll blow you, and then you're like, shit, I got chlamydia.
Oh, fuck,
you know what I'm
man.
talking about. He's had chlamydia 6
Good
times this
Lord.
year. It's curable. Curable.
Oh, shit.
Here's another one.
All right.
Man.
Can't wait for the first black billionaire to go to space because the rocket's going to be huge. Although he might get pulled over.
Come on. That's comedy gold.
That is not funny.
Well, you got saying a big dick joke, so I got a big dick joke in there, and the police brutality in there. That's a twofer.
Now, with if you put this thing in a historical context, right? When you look at the relationship, the tumultuous relationship between black people and police, specifically white police officers.
Yes.
How do you, as a white man, tell that joke? And, well, even, first of all, think of that joke and say, fuck it, I'm going to go for it.
I didn't even think that was that offensive. Because I'm saying the police are fucked up, so I'm on your side there in the joke.
No, I hear it, but like the police brutality is a always sensitive topic.
Oh, sure.
It's a very sensitive topic for black people because we're on the short end of the stick,
right?
With it, so. I get it. I'm a comedy connoisseur. I love comedy, so it's a hell of a joke.
Thank you.
I'm saying, like, I think that it's risky, right?
Sure.
Some people are here and like, hey, wait a minute, goddamn, you went too far. Like this shit is serious.
No, I ain't too far in comedy.
That's how I feel.
You don't think so?
No.
I think it is.
I think that when you
it's timing.
I don't
timing
know, Willie.
Too.
Excuse me, because. You can't really crack jokes about the LGBTQ community.
I got those too.
You got them?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, we want to be equal or not? If you're equal, then I'm going to make fun of you. It's actually the lesser than that you don't, when you had the special needs kid in your gym class, we all fuck with each other. But you go, I don't fuck with that kid. And that's the ultimate insult. So I think making fun of every group is the true even level playing field.
Have you ever said retarded on stage before?
I got a whole 10 minutes on retarded.
Dude, this is not good.
I know, but the crowd's laughing.
You can't say that shit, bro.
And again, I don't hate retarded people. What kind of psycho would actually hate retarded people? I'm just joking. I mean, no one's ever gone, hey, I don't want any retards in my neighborhood, I'd love a retarded kid in my neighborhood. That'd be great. They're so happy. And they can, they're very strong. They can lift a car.
Do you have any special needs people in your family?
I think there's some autism kind of going through the Norman family. I'm impotent, can't get it up. But other than that, no, I'm kidding. I'm hard right now. But no, there's a little cancer in the grandma and all that, but everybody's good. So nothing too bad. We're very lucky. We're blessed.
Oh, fuck. So I am going to come to the Improv tonight.
Please. We'd love to have you.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just going to sit in that fucker and just
I'll put you on the list.
put me on the list.
All right. We'll put you in the the black section. But it's way in the back, up high. I'm joking. You got to make light of horrible things.
This guy right here, man, is the shit. I'm telling you, man, this dude is the shit for real.
Oh,
when I
thanks.
first saw you, I was like, man, we got to get this guy on the show, man.
When I got that email, it
man.
was touching. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, Who inspired Mark Norman to get into comedy? How did that happen?
I
George-
just always
George
loved it. What's that?
George Carlin.
Huge George Carlin, huge Richard Pryor, all
Richard
that.
Pryor's funny as fuck, right?
He's probably the funniest guy, one of the funniest
And
comics of all
That's the
time.
argument Willie and I had a week or so ago.
Yeah.
Was it a week ago?
Yeah.
2 weeks
I mean,
ago?
the guy catches on fire from freebasing and makes a joke about that.
And
I
it's
mean,
funny
that
as
is
fuck.
art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And he's so honest. And now there's so many comics doing him. He changed the whole game, you know?
Yeah,
So
he did. But
but-
that was in the fucking 70s, 80s.
70s, 80s.
Fantastic
Insane.
comic, yeah.
I mean,
And
Bill
I asked
Cosby.
Willie, I was like, Willie, is Richard Pryor the best comic ever?
Probably.
And Willie was like, nah. I mean, it all depends. And we never really came to the finish of it, but I'm gonna vote Richard Pryor.
Okay. We could break it
Well,
down all day.
I think that Richard is.
He likes Bill Cosby, bro.
Bill Cosby, you wouldn't have Pryor without Cosby. See, that's the thing.
I think that Richard is definitely on the Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
Of comedy. I look at like not just how famous a person was, and not how talented they were,
Yeah.
but their impact. Like
Hell yeah.
how influential were you?
Richard
Like,
was
how
the
many
most
people-
influential.
How many people that really like went out and
Give me a big word.
how many people went out and tried to copy what you did? Or
Everybody.
try to emulate what you
Right,
did. Like how
right.
many people did that? And so yeah, I'm not saying he didn't. I'm saying Richard is
Okay,
definitely
yeah,
out. Like
yeah.
Richard, man, I used to like take Richard Pryor jokes to school and act like they were mine. You know, I'd tell those jokes like they
Yeah,
were mine.
no
so
shit.
yeah, man. So Richard is definitely up there. I mean, he's always
You know, Mark,
he's definitely at the top.
You on that? You right there, bro. You,
Ah,
you changing the
jeez.
face. No, I'm serious.
Come on, I'm
You changing
nobody.
the face of comedy, bro, for real.
Oh.
Like you changing it. Like you don't give a fuck, and that's a beautiful thing, bro.
You
And that's
shouldn't.
the time right now. You,
It's right
you-
now.
You said a mouthful when you said you can't be afraid of them, because these watchdogs are like dogs. You know, but if they feel,
They are.
if they sense fear, that's when they come chasing and running after you
Yep.
shit. And even if you apologize, you can't just apologize. You got to apologize like they want you to
I
apologize.
know. Look at Kevin Hart.
And you gotta have that
Fuck that.
fuck them motherfuckers mentality. You gotta
Yeah.
say fuck you,
Apologize for
fuck
none of that
you,
shit. Fuck
fuck
them.
you.
Here, here.
You gotta have that type of mentality, or they gonna keep riding on you. And
Yep.
I do sense that when they sense that they think they got somebody that they can ride on, that they can actually influence their behavior, or whatever, they just go in. And it trips me out when somebody apologizes and they say, no, you got to apologize to him too. Then you got to
Exactly.
go. We didn't feel that apology. You need
Right.
to be more sincere.
Yeah, it's all bananas, and it's weird we consider them the good guys. Like you claim to be compassionate and trying to help people. You're fucking bullies. You're
Yeah,
bully. I
yeah.
want another apology. That apology. You didn't
Yeah.
mean that apology. I'm like, I didn't mean the joke either, motherfucker. Like,
Right.
how come you're not mad about that? But they just want. It's control. How can I do more? Keep kissing the ring. Keep bowing down. So
Fuck both of my apologies and take them off the table. You should retract all your apologies.
yes,
Fuck
don't
both
do it.
apologies.
Don't do it.
I would just say, I would say I would not attract an apology if I feel that's what I want to say. If I'm sincere about my
agree.
apology, I will apologize and that's it.
For what? Why the fuck would you say it in the first place if you're gonna apologize for it afterwards?
Because we're human beings and we make mistakes.
Fuck that, Willie.
That's
I ain't
why.
never heard you say you sorry for nothing to nobody ever in life.
Well, I'm sorry you've never heard me say that before.
There's one.
I'm done, man. Are we done? Or are we finished?
But here's the thing: is we talk about canceling and all that, and it's become like a religion. You know, people live for this shit. But with religion, there's forgiveness. There doesn't seem to be any forgiveness
Right.
in the canceling.
But have you noticed that the same people who are part of the cancel culture are the same people who are part of the don't judge culture?
Exactly. It's very interesting. You go far enough east,
Don't
you're going
judge,
west.
Don't judge
If
me.
you go
Don't
far
judge.
enough east, you're going west.
Yeah.
Don't judge.
Yeah.
Don't judge. Live your life. Do your shit. Take care of your kids. Pay your bills. Why the fuck are you worried about me making a fat joke? This is the biggest problem in the world. How privileged are you that this is your biggest fight? My fat joke? You don't give a shit. You don't even care. You just want the clout. You want the clicks. You want to get the win.
Well, I really don't have a problem with people judging. I think we all judge every day. Like when we walk out of the house, we put on clothes because we don't want somebody staring.
Sure, of course.
We comb my hair. I mean, at least y'all do. Because we want to look presentable.
Yes.
Right.
I almost cut my shit off with it.
People judge every day, every single day.
It's healthy.
Yeah, and I think it keeps us. It keeps us.
In check.
Right. It keeps us in check. So I think it's a good thing to judge, but I think it's when people become judgmental. Mental.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? That's when it becomes a
judgmental.
problem.
Define the word.
Well, when the mental part is just, being obsessed with it and just having having this attitude of superiority, like it has to be my way or no way.
Right.
Yeah.
Like what makes your way the right way and that way be defended?
Good point.
Your way be defended, but
I love
but
Willie,
not
man.
my way
He's fucking smart.
be defended.
Yes.
I love it.
That's a problem. That's why I have a problem with it.
And who says that? Like I made the black joke about you guys being in the black section. Clearly a joke, but somebody could take that clip and go, he's a racist.
Right.
Look at this guy. I'm like, you don't even know me. I made a joke.
Yeah,
what are you talking about? But they don't care. They don't go, oh, maybe it was a joke. They go, no, we gotta burn this guy at the stake. Like, what are we doing? It was a joke. Like, you're wasting everybody's time here. There's real racism.
I wasn't offended. Willie wasn't offended.
Of course.
And I'm offended by a lot of shit.
Yeah, for real.
Really?
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
but
shit.
but I wasn't offended by that.
All right.
Because I get it. I get comedy.
Yes.
I understand comedy.
Right.
And
You
at
dig?
the opening,
And if I was a comic, I'd take that chance.
Yeah.
If I had that fucking joke, I would have used it. You know what I'm saying? If I was a comic and I came up with that shit,
Right.
I'd be like, probably.
but they would have burned your ass at
probably get
the,
pulled
at
over.
the stake too, Willie.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
If you're black, you can make a
Man,
black joke.
Willie can't say that about white people.
I would laugh.
I think
shit wouldn't be funny if Willie said it because he'd
No,
be serious.
No, I think I would say any fucking joke as a comic. The best comics are the ones who are uncensored.
Willie, you're not funny.
Well, I guess I can be funny sometimes.
Sorry, dude.
Damn.
Well, that's not what my woman say.
That ain't got nothing to do with Brad.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So why you commenting on my shit?
Because it's just not funny. But go ahead.
Damn.
I can be more funnier than you, though.
Bet you can't.
Uh-oh. Joke off.
Judge
Okay,
his
come
shit.
on, let's go.
I'm ready.
We wait till
Let's
after
go.
the show.
No, let's go right now. Let's go with the jokes right now.
All right.
Okay.
You want to hear a dirty
Okay.
joke?
Yeah. Let me hear a dirty joke.
A white horse
great.
fell in the mud.
Okay.
Next joke.
Okay. So there's this farmer.
I'm gonna fuck you
All
up,
right.
Willie. You don't
Okay.
want to do
So
this.
there's this farmer, right? And these two farmers, farmer A, farmer B. Farmer A tells farmer B, "Hey, I really like your farm, and I'd like to own it someday. And I'd like to own something like this someday." And then the other farmer says, "Well, I tell you what, if you can tell me what it is you're sticking up my ass, if you can tell me what it is,
goddamn it, Willie.
if you can tell me what it is I'm sticking up your ass, I'll let you have it."
Uh-huh.
So he's like, "Oh man, I don't know about that." So he says, "You know what? Okay." So he goes and gets a carrot and he sticks a carrot up his ass, and the guy goes, "I think that's a carrot," and he said, "Oh fuck, you're right." So then he goes and get a cucumber.
Oh, goddamn.
And he
Willie.
sticks the cucumber up his ass. And the dude's like, "Fuck." Fucking cucumber. And then he goes into the bathroom and get one of those things that
What
you
the
use for
fuck is a bathroom?
he goes into,
Well,
I
go
said
ahead.
bathroom. I said he goes into the bathroom and gets one of those things that used to unstop the toilet. What's it called, Brad?
Plunger.
What's it called, Brad?
Nice try, Willie.
Why you gave it up?
Sorry. I
That's
thought you
pretty
needed
fucking
help.
funny,
That's
man.
funny. That's
But
funny.
obviously Mark's played that game before.
Yeah. Woo, you got me there. I need an ice pack. My asshole is stinging.
Nah, but on the real though, you know, Brad can't fuck with me in comedy, boy. I light Brad up anytime, any day. Anyway,
Good
you know,
job.
in fact, you know what? Improv, you know, Ali do a comedy night at the Improv. You know,
Well, I'm gonna win.
we can go up there any day and have a battle royale. You know what I'm saying?
There you
No,
go.
Willie, I'm funnier than you.
Okay, we'll see about it.
See this fucking chin, Willie? You see that?
What does that mean?
That's that gray hair, man. I'm funny.
You're funny because you have gray hair.
Fucking right. That's wisdom.
You should see his pubes.
That's
You
like
know, wisdom
pubes.
is different from wisdom is different from humor, right?
Humor.
Yeah, it's different. Like, you know, it doesn't make you funny. What makes a comedian funny?
Oh, I mean,
That's the expert. right
Delivery.
delivery, timing, point of view. You got to have a good angle that nobody thought about. You could take some bullshit like
That joke that Willie just told, but go ahead.
yeah, you could take something like pizza and find a new angle in it that no one thought about, but it was right there, and that's comedy. It's
Yeah.
all about. It's almost like seeing shit through the eyes of a kid and saying it as an adult.
Dope.
Huh.
That makes sense.
Dope.
Yeah. Funny is a fascinating thing.
Funny
Yeah.
is a fascinating thing.
I go
I
all
like
over the
that.
country talking to different crowds, and they all laugh at the same shit.
Yeah.
You know, like here's a joke for you. I met a girl, a Jewish girl, on that Jewish app. What's that Jewish app
It's just
called? The
fucked
Jewish
up,
one?
y'all.
I don't know.
I don't know.
PayPal. See?
I didn't have shit to say. I didn't have shit to do with that joke,
It's a funny
y'all.
joke. I wrote
Don't
that
fuck
joke.
us. Don't fucking put us in this, man.
Just saying.
Willie, we not in that joke, bro. Out.
Oh,
But go
Well,
ahead.
shit.
it's surprise. You didn't see it coming. And then you hit him with a horrible Jewish stereotype, and we laugh. That's how humans are. It's great. It's a
Right.
special. And then when people get mad at you for doing dark shit, you're like, no, that's what we should be talking about because we're making light of horrible shit. That's a good thing.
I
you-
think you're fucking hilarious.
I
bro.
read somewhere that you are an atheist.
Oh, yeah. Big atheist.
Is that true? though?
Really?
Well, I'd love to believe. I wish I believed. I just, it's like being gay. If you're gay, you're gay. If you're not, you're not. I want to believe. All my friends are religious. Like I went to Catholic school in high school, and I don't know. I just don't buy it.
Mhm.
I'd love to buy it. It'd be a happier life. You guys seem happy, but I don't know. I don't. It's too convenient. Oh, you go to heaven at the end. It's perfect. If it's perfect, why is my aunt here? You know, like we could do this all day with dissecting everything.
It's perfect.
And then how
Why
come
is
you're
my aunt
And-
here?
if you're Catholic, if you grew up in this part, but over here you're Muslim, and over here you're Jewish? Like, how come those are those real and mine is fake, or is mine real and those are fake? So I don't know. It all feels. I think it's a nice.
What about religion? It makes you feel like it's fake.
I don't think there's a higher being upstairs. I think when we die, we're just in the dirt, and that's okay. That's a beautiful thing. Heaven is a dangerous concept because it's an after party. So you think, well, hey, I don't have to worry about this time. I got heaven coming up. But this time is heaven. This is when you should be living
Right.
because there's nothing after it.
Right. So you subscribe to the theory that you make your heaven and your hell right here.
Exactly.
I do too.
Well, how do you explain? How do you explain liquid that can turn into a lump, that can turn into a human being?
Well, I'm a big evolution douche.
So you think we came from ape?
I think we came from fish to mammal.
Why the motherfuckers
to-
can't drive cars then?
Well, we got more advanced. We
How?
evolved.
Why didn't they evolve then and we evolved? I'm just asking questions,
No,
man.
no,
because
please. I love this kind of stuff.
I'm a strong believer that it's something bigger than me.
There probably is
you-
something
I
bigger
can't
than us.
justify sitting on a big ass ball spinning in the middle of nowhere with water stuck to that bitch and we surviving
Yeah.
and there's nothing else and we're responsible for that. I'm not gonna buy that.
I get it, but
I'm down with you though.
science can
I
explain
understand.
all of it.
Science
though.
can't
We
explain
got
shit to me.
orbit,
I want
we
to see
gravity.
science do it. Make science do it.
Get Neil deGrasse Tyson in here. He could do it better than me. But
I want science to make that ball spin in the middle and no fucking where with water stuck to it and life growing. I
Well,
want to see science do that.
let me ask you this: we got cancer. Somebody dies of cancer. My dad dies of cancer. Let's say. Why did God do that?
God
and then
didn't-
we have
God
cures
didn't
for
do that.
cancer.
Who
So
did it?
The medical
community. They gave him
yeah,
cancer.
I feel like no. Listen, and this is real shit. I feel like the USDA did that. I feel like the United States government injected cancer in the food that we eat.
Why do some people get it and some people don't?
Because some people have stronger immune systems.
But why would God give some people weaker immune systems?
Well, God didn't do that.
See, it's all very convenient. When it's bad, he didn't do it. When it's great, he did it.
Well, let me say this. If God gave everybody a strong or weak immune system, then, we're not giving God the credit that he deserves, because God, my concept of God is life.
Uh-huh.
It made life. God made life. He makes the grass grow. He makes the fish in the sea grow. He can make a tree grow from a seed. That's God.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you didn't take care of your body growing up, that's not God's fault.
I agree.
Okay.
Nature.
And I'm never going to try to push my religious beliefs on you or Willie.
Yeah.
But I do know it's something bigger than me. I watched the little girl breached.
Uh-huh.
Cut out.
Like a C-section?
Yeah, cut out. And alive. And grew to be some shit that I can't even explain what the fuck it is, but I saw it.
See, I gotta give it up to this.
Watch my kid grow up, man. So I know it's something way fucking bigger than me.
You gotta give up to the doctor on that one, though.
No, it wasn't a doctor. I was in there, so I was in there and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. But I think 10,000 years ago, she might not, or not 10,000, 5,000 years, she might not have lived because we didn't have the technology.
Thinking 50 years ago.
50 years ago. So I don't know. I just think, hey, give us some credit. Plus, where the hell is this guy? He keeps saying he's going to show up. He doesn't show up.
I'm not going to fucking laugh at that, Mark.
I'm just saying. He's a bit of a deadbeat dad. Jesus is on the cross. Like, hey, Dad, you're all powering. You can't throw me a bone here. These guys are slaughtering me. I don't get it. I don't know. It's all when the guy makes a touchdown, thank you, God. I couldn't be here. When he misses, he doesn't go, what the fuck, asshole?
Or what about the guy who also believes in God that he made the touchdown on?
Exactly. Great point.
I mean,
great point.
I'm not going to get in this tongue-tangling with y'all.
It's very convenient. And I don't want to shit on anybody's religion. And look, religious people are happier. They live longer.
Some people
tend to be healthier.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. No.
Give that a goog.
There are a lot of people, especially people in Congress, who all claim to be religious, and they're devils. In Congress, on police forces all around this country, straight devils, straight evil, straight demonic people. So I don't subscribe to that.
You know who's very religious? ISIS. They're very religious.
The Klan is very religious.
The Ku Klux Klan is religious.
Yeah, they believe in they believe in Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ was
a honky.
I am fucking done with this guy.
Hey, I can say it. That's my N-word.
Fuck.
But, look, the Klan, I was just at one of the meetings, so I can speak for it. But
how do white people treat you when you say that word?
God.
White people are the most annoying, the most heavy-handed, preachy. They're so condescending, especially when it comes to different races and marginalized groups. Like, white people are the ones who get mad at my comedy. Black guy, I'll do a black joke, the black guy's laughing. And they go, you can't say, it's like, shut the fuck up, he's laughing. Who are you to tell me what he can handle? You're the real racist. Because you're going, hey, they're slow and weak. They can't handle that. I'm like, that's where your brain went? I'm fucking bullshitting with this guy. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just hate white women have really gone off the rails with like, we need to stop these horrible jokes. I'm like, these jokes are making people happy. This guy's laughing. Relax. You're not a hero.
Yeah, man. Don't stop comedy, man. You can stop a lot of stuff, but please do not stop my comedy, man. I think it's important, man.
Agreed.
And if that ain't your brand, hey, man,
don't go.
It's easy to not go to the show.
Exactly.
It's very easy to not listen to this guy on social media, on YouTube or whatever.
Right.
It's so easy.
And what is it inside you that has to take that down? We need to get rid of this. This is bad. Like, well, move along.
I think it's a difference. If it would be different if somebody had a particular type of, crude type comedy or whatever.
Sure.
And they actually live their life outside of the stage like that.
Yeah.
If they was out there like making certain racial jokes or whatever, and then they went out there and practiced that type of stuff.
Yes.
that would be different in my opinion.
I agree.
But man,
But
there are comics who talk about all kinds of stuff. You got comics who talk about being faithful to their woman or whatever, and they
and
out here
not.
doing all kinds of stuff. And you got those,
Agreed.
and you got those who say, "Man, I be sleeping with these hoes, and them, man, you want to go with me tonight and all that stuff." And their wife is in the green room.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's for me, man. I think the idea with comedy is to make people laugh.
Yes.
First and foremost. Even if you're gonna be political, that's fine, but make people laugh. Don't come on that damn stage and make me mad. I don't want to go to a comedy show and be
Agreed.
mad.
I don't get those guys. Like, I want to walk half the room. I say with my truth and all. Like, shut up. It's still entertainment. It's still a comedy show. These people paid a ticket. Give them a laugh. But yeah, I think it's not the end of the world. It's not that big of a deal. You don't have to show up. And then they go, here's one. This is how it proves people are full of shit. Some comic will say a fucked up joke. Somebody will film it. They'll put it on Twitter, and people go, this is appalling. This is so offensive. Let me retweet it. It's like, wait, if it's so horrible, why the hell are you retweeting it? Why are you showing other people? Because you actually don't think it's that bad. You just want people to know that you think it's that bad.
Right.
If you really thought it was inciting violence or whatever, you wouldn't repost it, you psycho. Now you're letting more people see it.
Right. Yeah, and that is something that I wrestle with. I wrestle with myself as a person who posts social and political content, right? Because I like exposing corruption.
Sure.
And those people who you talk about being condescending, or those people who try to take advantage of others and stuff like that, or abuse their positions of authority, I love exposing them.
Yes.
And sometimes they do certain things, and I'm like, I don't really want to post that because it's like it's no solution behind it.
Aha.
Like,
good point.
I don't want to just post it just to be posting and say, look what they did again.
That's a great point.
Look what they did again. It's like, if I'm posting it, it's like maybe to bring awareness to this particular video because hadn't been out there. It's not out there yet. And so we got to put this person on blast to basically smoke them out.
I got
so that person can be held accountable.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a good rebuttal.
I love it.
Yeah. So in your opinion, where is comedy, does comedy have a good trajectory right now as in terms of comics being able to or at least saying to themselves, I'm going to say what I want to say. I mean, I know we've been talking about it a lot and we got the cancel culture thing going on, but what are your peers saying about how they're going to forge this thing forward?
It's a good question. I think it's kind of like music and fashion. Everything, we had disco, and then people were like, fuck disco. Let's go to hair metal and hip hop. And then it goes to grunge music, like fucking Nirvana and all that. So it keeps changing. It's almost like when you vote a Democrat president, the next one's a Republican.
No shit.
So it keeps flipping and flopping. Yeah. So we went through this whole kind of wokey, activism-y thing, like preachy kind of comedy, and now I think we're coming out with dark comedy. It's flopping again. Everything, there's a yin and a yang.
Right.
So I think now we're kind of coming out with some dark comedy, and people are going, yeah, cancel me, but then you got to cancel all these 28 other motherfuckers too. So if you outnumber, I think you're going to be okay. So comedy right now, it's like in the 80s, it was like Karate Kid, The Goonies. Then 90s, you get Pulp Fiction and all this crazy shit. So everything ebbs and flows, and right now, I think we're in the dark comedy again, which is the Pryors, the Carlins, the Eddie Murphys, the Sam Kinison. So I think we went through the light, and now we're in the dark, and it's fun. It's fun.
Okay.
How do you feel about white comics saying the N-word?
I think it's tough. I used to have an N-word joke, and I think the joke was good, but it made people so uncomfortable that I was like, again, my purpose here is to kill, to get laughs, and if they're not laughing, I just drop the joke. Right. It's not for some moral high ground. It was just the no laughter, that's the real canceling. If you're not getting laughs, that joke's no good. Right. So just drop it. So I get the N-word thing, but if they're not laughing, I don't think it's worth it.
Right. The steak isn't worth the sizzle.
Yes.
The steak isn't worth the sizzle.
Right.
Pretty clear.
Yeah.
That's a good line.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, and some people just want to say it just to say it, like, look how tough I am. And you're like, yeah, but this is still a comedy show. We're supposed to be laughing. No one gives a fuck how
Right.
tough you are if we're not laughing.
Right.
I like that.
And that's the bottom line, because I'm telling you, I've been on comedy hard, like for at least 3 decades, and I know most of the top comedians in the game personally, and I've watched comics like from the time that they first start like hitting the scene, and I'll catch it. I'm like, he got it. If I tell you got it, you got it.
Yeah.
If I tell you, you ain't got it, you probably should start doing something different.
Right, exactly.
But you have no
worries.
worries. You got it.
No, you got
Hey,
it, bro.
thank you. I'll take it.
I
All right.
love it, bro. Funny
Thanks.
as fuck,
Good
man.
questions. You guys did your homework. Well, he did. I don't know where you are. This guy doesn't know what room he's in. But
That's why I came in here. I just knew you was from New Orleans.
hell yeah, born and raised.
Yeah.
Fun
Man,
town.
That's all I needed to know.
Did you guys ever go there? You growing up? Because it's like a
Yeah,
5-hour
I spent a
drive.
lot
It's
of
not too
time
Oh,
bad.
yeah. I didn't go to New Orleans growing up, but I did go to Lake Charles.
Oh shit.
My father's side of the family is from Lake Charles. So I used to visit there every summer and holidays. And I had the greatest time because my grandmother was just the sweetest woman in the world. So I would always have a good time anytime I went to Lake Charles. I just have nothing but fond memories of Lake Charles, Louisiana. But I started going to New Orleans when we started making records.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
And that was always cool.
Yeah. We
I got a
love
whole
that shit over
I
there.
got a whole adopted family in New Orleans.
Damn.
Yeah, they cooked me gumbo, and I got
Love it.
unbelievable fucking all kinds of shit. I had
Yeah.
to stop going to New Orleans for a few years because I was trying to lose weight.
Well, Houston doesn't help either. The Mexican food, the barbecue, the
We
fried,
got
everything.
it all. We got any type of food that you want
Yes.
is right here in this city. Do you think that all people that lives in Louisiana can cook? Because I don't.
No,
he can't
God,
cook
no.
shit. He
No, I
don't
can't
know how
cook.
to fucking cook.
My mom's not really that great either, if I'm being honest. But
Nah, bro.
everybody knows the basics, I think, but not everybody's good at it.
New Orleans reminds me of New York in the sense
It
that
does. It's just not a lot of traffic.
No, what I'm talking about, like when it comes to like bragging on the city, like right.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Like a lot of people that's from not just New Orleans, but people in Louisiana, they like to ride the coattail of great cooks, and there are great
Yes.
cooks. Great cooks have come out of Louisiana.
No
Great
doubt.
cooks,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But everybody try to ride it with, somebody would invite me to something, and they'll say, "Well, yeah, man, she from Louisiana," and I'm like, "Well, what the hell that mean? That don't mean nothing." So it's the same thing with like New Yorkers. There are great people that are New Yorkers that are born and raised in
Yep.
New York. Great people who have done great things, but then there are also people who ain't did shit
Of course.
and ain't got no talent.
Of course.
And they think they'll come to the city or they go somewhere else, and they think just because they're from New York, they're supposed to get a pass.
Right. right.
And they're not a symbol of the great people who built New York.
Exactly.
They're the opposite.
Well, that's just how life is. We all put people in a little box. I come to Texas, I'm like, oh, I'm going to see a guy in a cowboy hat shooting a pistol in the air. Woo, doggy, MAGA hat or whatever.
Wait till September 1st. You'll see.
Oh, shit. But then they show up and it's
That's
just,
rodeo.
yeah, exactly. Some
And
rodeo guys.
that's when you get to wear your gun on your hip.
But
regardless
those
if you
guys
have
aren't
it.
even from Houston, though. Most of those people that come here for the rodeo, they're not even from Houston. They come from surrounding areas.
Right.
Yeah, like Alabama.
And states and other states and stuff.
Yeah.
I think they come down here and put those fucking cowboy hats on to make us look foolish. Like that, like we
It's
really like.
pretty
We're not
silly.
like that. I don't even know a person that wears a cowboy hat in Houston. Do you?
Yeah.
Cowboy boots.
My son.
Oh, no.
Blake wears them damn cowboy hats, man. Blake be all on checking the damn cowboy hat on international flights and shit.
What?
Yeah.
Checking the cowboy
That's
hat.
hilarious.
Checking it in.
What do you mean? Like putting it under the plane?
Special box, all this type of stuff.
Are you serious? He wear
Yeah, boy.
boots too?
That boy, sometimes, but he's not like that, But he rides horses and all this stuff.
Oh,
He
damn.
likes the old cowboy thing.
I mean, women dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll throw on a cowboy hat to role play with my girl. you know?
Uh-huh.
I'll throw anything on. A cop hat, a fireman hat, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just to make it interesting.
what's the wildest?
Strap on.
What's
I don't even want to know this, man. Can I stuff my fucking ears?
what's the wildest thing? What's the wildest role you've ever played in bed?
Ooh.
Or out of bed?
I probably went full Nazi. That was fun. And she was the Jewish girl, and I found her in the basement, and I pulled her out,
This
and I
is
said,
not funny.
"You're not going anywhere." And she said, "Put it in my oven." So yeah, good times.
No, man. I'm absolutely
Man,
not
it's
laughing
fucking
at
sick,
that, bro.
man.
Woo! Good
Put it in my
times.
oven.
Oh yeah.
You know that ain't just risque, man. That's
Dark.
That is fucking appalling.
Appalling.
It is, man.
Well, I'm
it's
dead
fucking
inside.
terrible, bro.
Like
They're laughing. I hear some chuckles. My buddy, he's Jewish. He's with me. So you got to mix it up.
I think you might be the first
No shit.
person, first comic.
For real.
I think you're the first comic that I've ever heard tell that type of joke.
Wow.
That go that far. You
Oh, you got to get out more.
you don't
man.
give a shit. You
No.
just
You
don't.
gotta get out more.
Well, it's weird because they're just jokes. Like I've hung out with rappers and they're like, "Oh, I killed a guy once." I'm like, "You killed a guy?" To me, that's real shit. These are just zingers.
Mhm.
Zinger.
So it's weird how we do that. And in my act, I'll make jokes about murder and everybody laughs, or make jokes about killing somebody and everybody laughs. But then you make a joke about Jews, like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm like, that was murder. It's
Yeah.
weird how
Well,
what we take is offensive.
Well, what was appalling to me, I said that because we know that rappers ain't got the kind of power that Jewish people have. And these
Interesting.
platforms, they're controlled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just ask Nick Cannon.
yeah. So to say that, then a lot of people just stay away from it.
Of
People
course.
just don't. They just don't talk about it. It's just like, it's like certain other. It's almost like a protected class, right?
Right.
Black people ain't never been a protected class.
No,
Never.
that's true.
Shit, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna get an anti-African American defamation league together.
I think you should call it something else. We already have
I'm
an
gonna try to-
anti-defamation league.
But that's for the Jewish people, though.
I know. Let's call it something else.
Can I ask a black question?
No,
Okay.
fucking
Yeah,
no.
I need to hear this shit.
I
No,
just,
it's a
black
I've
question.
got a
No.
million questions. You know, when you ask your gay friend, like, what's it like doing this? What's it, but everything is so ripped from, we bite everything from
Mhm.
black people, the culture, the fashion, the music, whatever. And it's not just white people, it's Indian guys are acting black now. Asians are acting black now. You guys kind of set the trend for everything that's in. Is that flattering or is that annoying?
It's flattering to me. Some people
It's
get
not to
annoyed
me.
by it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we that different. He loves it. I hate it.
Well, I didn't.
Interesting.
I didn't say I loved it. I said just because something can be flattering, you don't have to love it. But
he flatters. It flatters him.
I think
pisses me off.
I think imitation is the best form of flattery.
Agreed.
And I think
Okay.
it's like if somebody was to say that if you saw somebody trying to rap like you, what you I know that you would say, hey man, get your own style or whatever.
I wouldn't say that,
But-
Willie.
Yeah, you would say that shit. Yeah, you
When?
would say it.
Back then, or right
Yeah. You would say that shit right now.
now. No, I don't even give a fuck.
Okay,
right now.
so you don't give a fuck. So if somebody came out right now and you saw a person with your swag, how would you respond?
So you talking about like somebody like a black dude?
Anybody.
I wouldn't give a fuck.
Okay. All right. Well, that's new. That's news. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Brad now doesn't give a fuck if somebody bites his style.
Oh goddamn, Willie.
So the thing is this. But you know what? Make your point. Finish making your.
Well, that was it. I just wondered because it's so
It's
prevalent.
not flattering.
It
to
happens
me.
all the time.
It's
like,
not flattering.
and
to
it
me.
takes Whitey a long time to pick up. Like, you hear my grandma will be like, I have a lot of bling on today. I'm like, geez, that's from 20 years ago, but it just got to her.
I think
You know?
I think the problem happens when black people see other people try to jack our culture.
And that's
when
what I
when they
saw.
jack it and don't give credit.
Right.
Like
right.
for instance, like if you saw a Kardashian try to
What
do it
dreadlocks and shit.
Yeah, do dreadlocks or something like that. And then not Kim Kardashian or one of the Kardashians, but if one of these reporters or some journalist says, "Oh, look at Kim Kardashian.
Right.
She's a trendsetter and blah blah blah. And black women, what the fuck you mean she's a trendsetter? That's our shit. We've been doing this shit for hundreds of years.
Good point.
See, that's when we take offense to it. Like when somebody lift it and not give credit.
That makes sense. Yeah, because sometimes I think, hey, if this little girl wants to dress up as, I don't know, Beyonce for Halloween, this white girl, everybody's like, that's appropriation, and we're like, don't get mad at her. She doesn't even see that she's black. She's just a huge fan of Beyonce. So why are you yelling at this girl for appropriating when she's just wearing a costume because she's obsessed with this woman?
Yeah.
To me, I think that's where we come down too hard. Like, the appropriating, well, you're like, no, she's a fan. That's a good thing. That little girl doesn't even see that she's black.
Right.
I think but sometimes we go too far with but again, if people aren't giving you credit, that I get.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I can't tell if we're trying to come together or if we're trying to separate all the time, And that is a dicey gray area. And I think we got to stop yelling at people all the time about stuff like that because it does more harm than good.
There are some people that, you're right, there are some people that don't want to come together.
Yeah.
They just don't want to come together. And I say to that, if you're really, really serious about not wanting to come together, then you should get the fuck out of America. Because,
I agree.
Because in America, you have no choice.
Right.
But to coexist.
Yes.
And if you're going to coexist, why would you want to walk around in a society where you're always bumping heads with somebody just based strictly off what they look like?
Yes.
Just their skin color. It's just based just off that alone.
I completely get it.
Every time you see somebody or you hear about somebody saying something that doesn't look like you, or they get accused of doing something, then it just triggers you. It's just messes you. So I don't want to live like that.
I am so with you. Yeah. Things don't have to be that difficult. You're making it difficult.
See, we really. I think sometimes, myself, including Brad, we get a bad rap for bringing serious topics to the table, speaking on corruption and people who stretch their authority. We get might get a bad rap. People say, they're this, they're that. And I'm like, no, if the shoe fits, you wear the motherfucker, lace it up.
Yes.
But if you're not this evil, dirty, low down motherfucker, then we're not talking about you.
Right.
It's about if the shoe fits, you wear it. So I'm never going to be silent so my white friends or my white fans can be comfortable.
Right.
I'm never going to be silent about injustice.
Exactly.
So my white friends or my white fans can be comfortable. Like the people who are with it, the real friends, the real fans, they get it. The rest of them, fuck them, straight up.
I agree. I mean, imagine doing that with an illness. Like, I got leukemia, but I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable, so I won't say it. No, we got to fix the leukemia, so let's hear it. Sure, it'll be awkward, but fuck it, we can deal with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's the way that we get the shit worked out, because we ain't nobody going nowhere. Everybody talk a lot of shit, but ain't nobody going nowhere.
Yeah.
So if we got to coexist, wouldn't it, if you, let's say, when you're in your comfort zone, everything's cool and you don't have to be around certain people. That's cool. But what happens if you hop in your car and you drive down the street and you got to stop and maybe take a leak at the gas station or something, or get some gas or whatever, and then you run into somebody that don't look like you, and y'all on the same aisle, and you're reaching for something at the same time or whatever.
Right.
Wouldn't you rather this person be somebody that has some damn empathy for you?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? That you, at least this person is civilized.
Right. You hope.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
No, I'm with you. People get. It's like when people go, "You're culturally appropriating black culture. You got to be more woke." I'm like, who came up with the word woke? Now you're just doing it. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Like, they'll yell at you for something they're doing at the exact moment. Right. So I just think everybody's making a lot of shit out of nothing. We just got to come together. We got to coexist. And we're we're focusing on race almost too much now. I think that it's like putting a magnifying glass on it instead of just living. Like, oh, this TV show, it has 12 black people. It should have 13. It's like, well, why the fuck you sit here counting black people? Isn't that weird? I don't know. It just feels like, I feel like we're not perfect as a country, but we're getting better. We've had, a black president, Kamala Harris or whatever. We're getting there, and it's not perfect. It's going to take a while. But instead of always just going, we're horrible, let's look at some of the good shit.
It shouldn't take a while.
It should.
Because no, it shouldn't. Because we see everything that's fucked up with what's going on in society today.
Yep.
So make the fucking adjustment.
I agree.
I shit between two shoes just like you.
Yeah.
And if our skin color is the only thing that separates us, then we shouldn't be separated at all.
That's it.
I don't get it.
That's all. It's that simple. But we have to make it so complicated.
It's easy enough for a motherfucker to say, hey, if you commit a crime against Asian people, black people, Jewish people,
it's just
white people, any people, period, then that's your ass. Put it out there for everybody like that.
Right.
Don't just do it for just one group of people or two groups of people.
Agreed.
Don't put a ban of protection on the LGBTQ community and don't put it on the black community. Or don't put it on
the straight community.
Any community.
Right.
For sure. Yeah. Don't do that. We see what the fucking problem is, and they constantly want to spoon feed us. Oh shit, you want some water? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Right.
Here's some water.
Now
no,
shut the
motherfucker,
fuck up.
give me the goddamn bottle.
Right.
Quit fucking playing with me, bro.
Or you want some water. Why do you need water? Sometimes you won't even get that,
Right. All people need water, not just black people. All people need water.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a joke. But it's crazy out there.
You've done Conan.
Yeah, a couple times.
You've done the Late Show.
Oh, yeah.
You've done, with Cobra and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And I know you got it. Did you say you have a Netflix special coming up?
Coming out, yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
It's just it's a little half-hour thing. It's called
they
The
give you
Stand-Ups.
some bread?
Yeah, a couple bucks.
No shit.
Yeah. It's just called The Stand-Up Season 3. They do one a year.
Yeah.
Can I get some money
year.
from comedy?
I'll send you a check.
That YouTube special that you did.
Yes.
Why'd you take it to YouTube? Did you take it over there first and they didn't want to give you the money?
They didn't care. They're just like, we've never heard of you. I have no juice in this business, This podcast might help. But I got no juice, so they're like, who are you? Why would we take this and give you a bunch of money? You're nobody. I'm like, I know, but I think it's good. I think there's quality in here.
Man, that just goes to show you, man,
no shit,
that there
man.
are a lot of people out there who don't know they're in powerful positions, who don't know what the hell they're doing. And to all you people out there that are trying, that's got something, and you knocking on doors, keep knocking. Keep rocking, keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks.
Because a lot of these people don't know what the hell they're talking about, man. You cannot just... I've heard stories where people who are all the way at the top were approached by people who were all the way at the bottom who were very, very good at what they were doing, and that person told me, you don't stand a chance, get the hell out of here.
Right.
And then the next few years or so, that person blew all the way up and surpassed them.
Exactly. So there's these gatekeepers now, or there always have been. But if you can go around them, I mean, hell, I think NWA had a ton of problems with getting agencies and reps to get people like, who's going to buy this shit? And then it just hit. They did it on their own.
You build it in their con.
Word of mouth. And if it's good, people will find it. So it was a huge failure for me to not get picked up by HBO, Netflix, nothing. So I put it on YouTube, and it hit.
Yeah.
And now I'm glad it is on YouTube.
And here they come.
Because it's got 7 million views, and it's all mine.
Yeah.
No shit.
So that feels good.
That's good, man. It's always good to see good people, and and when you're talking about comedy specifically, it's good to see good comics get some shine.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Because you got I don't even understand how somebody. Well, I understand. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I was about to say I don't understand how somebody could hear your comedy and say this dude ain't funny.
Wow.
Well, show me a motherfucker who's funny then, and put him on the side of him and let me hear it.
I appreciate it.
And let me hear what you're talking about. No, granted that there's different styles of comedy,
right.
whatever. But for your brand, your style,
Hilarious.
Show me somebody that's
Jeez,
better.
You got. If I was gay,
You know?
I'd blow you. I mean, this is
Yeah,
really.
man, well, goddamn,
Oh, my
I'm
God.
glad you're not gay.
But
bro.
that means the world to me, and I appreciate it. And if you just keep going
man.
and let the people find your shit, put it out there somewhere. If it's good, they'll find it.
Yeah.
No
if it
doubt.
sucks, who knows? But
No, you funny as fuck. bro.
come on. I
I'm
can't take a
dead
compliment.
serious.
But thank you.
Straight the
I wish
fuck
you were
up.
my parents. Man, you guys care more and like me more than my own folks. But hey, maybe that's why I'm funny.
No
Yeah.
doubt.
My man, Mark Norman fam. Say, man, so can you tell people how to reach out and
Sure.
follow you?
Sure, I'm on blackpeoplemeet.com. No,
Oh,
I'm
my
at I'm at marknormancomedy.com. I got podcasts, I got Twitter, I got Instagram. I'm on the road. I'm coming to your town. Say hello. Let's get a nice mixed audience in there so when I do black jokes, the black people laugh and the scared white people can watch them laughing and realize it's going to be okay.
And they
So-
can laugh.
And they can laugh then.
And you only got like 8 T-shirts to sell tonight.
I'm out of shirts. We sold out, but we're printing more. God damn it! So say hello, come out, give me a hug, and praise Allah.
And that's a wrap.
All right,
Thank
what
you
an
for
app!
coming out,
What
bro.
an app!
Appreciate
That was
you.
killer.
Thank you, bro.